Have you ever been scrolling online and just wondered what makes a product an absolute smash hit? Well, today we're doing a digital unboxing, but not of the product itself. We're unboxing its Amazon page. We are going to completely dissect the listing for the Instant Pot Duo Plus to figure out what makes it so dang compelling. Let's get into it.
So, this is the big question, right? Why this one? This isn't just about having a good appliance, it's about absolutely masterful online marketing. What is this page doing so right that millions of people have just clicked? Add to cart. And the scale of this thing it's just staggering. The page immediately hits you with this number. Over 10,000 of these were bought in the last month alone. Whoa, that's not just a product, that's a full-blown phenomenon. That number by itself tells you you're looking at something that thousands and thousands of people already trust.
Okay, so here's our game plan for breaking this down. We'll start with that bestseller status, then we'll look at its core promise, analyze the user-focused design, dig into some of that fine print, and finally deliver our verdict on why this page is just so incredibly effective.
First up, let's decode the hype, because from the second you land on this page, it is working overtime to prove its popularity and its authority.
Check this out. The first thing the product description does, it doesn't list a feature. It hits you with a question about a problem, a real problem. Dinner time chaos? I mean, that is such a direct, relatable feeling for anyone who's ever felt overwhelmed in the kitchen. Right away, it's promising you a solution, not just a product.
Now, let's see how the page builds on that promise. The absolute core of the pitch is this thing's incredible versatility, and they've boiled it all down to one simple, super memorable concept.
And this is it. It's just brilliant. 9 in 1. You get it instantly, it saves counter space, it saves money, it makes your whole kitchen simpler. You could argue that this single line is the most powerful piece of marketing on the entire page. But you know, a promise needs proof. So the page very quickly lists out exactly what those 9 functions are. You see the obvious ones: pressure cook, slow cook, sauté, but then you see some you might not expect, like yogurt maker or even sterilizer. This turns that marketing claim into a really concrete list of what this thing can actually do.
And just when you think you've got it figured out, they add another layer. It's not just 9 functions, there are 15 smart programs for things like soups or beans or cakes. The message is crystal clear. This thing doesn't just do a lot, it makes doing a lot easy.
Okay, so the page does something really smart right here. It shifts from what the product does to how it makes your life better. This next section is all about the user experience.
You know, for any serious shopper, the details really matter. So the page lays out all the key specs: 6 quarts, stainless steel, the exact dimensions. It's all there, clear and concise. This builds a ton of confidence that you know exactly what you're getting. No guesswork needed.
This is just fantastic marketing. It goes right back to that initial pain point of chaos and zeroes in on the part everyone hates, the cleanup. By showing you the old way right next to the Instant Pot way, it just visually hammers home the value. You're not just buying a cooker, you're buying back your time.
Now, for anyone who's a little hesitant about the words pressure cooker, this section is absolutely critical. The page lists over 10 safety features, everything from overheat protection to a safety lid lock. It uses certifications like UL and ULC to build this overwhelming case for trust and safety. It's all about giving you total peace of mind.
All right, every product page has those little details that most of us just scroll right past. So let's put on our detective hats for a second and dig into the fine print.
These numbers might look kind of random, but they actually tell a story. Look at the date first available, February 10th, 2017. This tells you this product isn't some flash in the pan. It has been a bestseller on this platform for years, which is another powerful, if pretty subtle, form of social proof.
And then there's this. Buried deep down in the important information section is the California Proposition 65 warning. Now, this is a legally required disclosure for products sold in California that contain certain chemicals. The page absolutely includes it, but it's definitely not front and center. It's a critical piece of information that a really thorough buyer would want to see.
So, after our digital unboxing, after taking this whole thing apart, let's pull it all back together and deliver the final verdict on what makes this page a masterclass in e-commerce.
And just to be super clear, we are not reviewing the Instant Pot itself, but the presentation of it. So what's the final call on this Amazon listing?
The verdict is that this page is just brilliantly constructed. It has a crystal clear value proposition with that 9-in-1 message. It directly targets real customer pain points. It builds an incredible amount of trust through all those safety features and social proof. And it provides all the key details an informed shopper needs. It really is a textbook example of how to sell a product online.
And that really leads us to our final thought. We've seen how a nearly perfect product page is built, one that answers questions, builds trust, and drives a massive amount of sales. But the ultimate question still remains. Does masterful marketing always mean you're getting a masterful product? That's something to think about the next time you click Add to Cart.